and actually longer than that. I've been the host of what I call the Winter Shelter Program in East San Gabriel Valley of LA County. And our numbers have grown. This past February, I was able to host and feed over 15,000 meals in a 2-week period. And that's, being the coordinator for that is a lot. It's a lot of donations, a lot of people cooking meals. We offer showers, a roof over their head, a place to sleep, clothing, you name it. And you should just see the looks on the people's faces, that weight off their shoulders, and where's the next meal coming from? You know, they're out on the streets all day long. So, and then any of you seen photos or been downtown, the answer is to put a tent over them. But how about other countries around the world? And here in some of these pictures that are floating by, you'll see how we are helping children in different countries. So the most basic thing of all is getting drink of clean water that day, and more importantly, a meal for that day. And about the children and feeding people. Once those two things are taken care of, then our little human minds can begin to learn and absorb education and grow ourselves instead of dying early. So it's a big circle of life. So that's what we do. So again, thank you, Umberto, for letting me talk about that. So for those that are new, this is our website. And across the top, you'll see what is crowdfunding, what is Ubuntu, UN sponsors projects. We'll talk about that in just a minute. How the system works. You can actually share this. When we talk about compensation, it's actually sharing your dream or your project and having people join you in the donation. And then we have something separate called the Dream Donation Booster Program that allows people all over the world to contribute to your particular project. So, and then of course the join now. So I wanted to, a couple of seconds, just scrolling down through the website to show you that all the information that you need for the future is here on the website. And I won't click to learn more or get started, but just to let you know that the information is here. Now, why do people do crowdfunding? So if we see for bills, for charities, for business, most of us know that charities, or registered charities in the United States at least, 501c3s and so on, they have big administrative costs, the buildings, the advertising. You see on TV, tons of advertising, that costs money. When somebody donates to it, less, you know, and most of them on some of the federal reports, less than 5 cents goes out of every dollar actually goes to the particular project. Here at Ubuntu, well over 90% in some cases, and up to 100% goes to the program that you've chosen. Okay. So here's something that we've just finished recently, donating to the kids in Uganda. So at your leisure, I'd like you to play this. Or you know what? Let's just do it right now. So let's just play this for a minute. Turn your speakers up. We'd appreciate it. I'll turn mine. Hopefully there's no feedback.
I can't hear anything.
Can't?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Something's muted.
I'm at the max on my speakers.
Try the one in the bottom. Pause that and go to the one in the bottom, see what happens. Just pause it.
So that's a short video on the website, and I invite you to watch that afterwards. But towards the end, you'll see where we've been able to support children in Uganda with food. We're 53 orphans recently at a school.
Play.
Yes.
Okay, just put play so we can see that little video, photos.
Say again?
Click play so we can see the pictures.
Okay, we'll just turn the sound off. It's a nice little song. That's the leader of the school, the teacher of the school, and here's one of the first meals that were supported by us for the children. And you'll see nice happy faces. So these are one of our first projects, and they'll be so from the teacher himself. Thank you, and thank you and one of our other ambassadors for being able to send the money for the food, and it's a wonderful project. So as you scroll through the rest of the website, so we'll talk about what is crowdfunding, how our program assists and helps. There's the same video again. By joining our program, what we funded over the world, and how we can do anything that your mind thinks of for your project, whether it's money or food for groceries for somebody locally in the world, or maybe building shelters. How about medical bills? So many families around our neighborhoods don't have proper insurance, don't have life insurance. I don't know how many of you have been involved when a member of the family passes, and then you see car wash to be able to assist the burial costs. So, just look around what our program is for. So we'll talk about the payout schedule in just a minute and how it works. Present PowerPoint presentation. But I just want to let you know that everything's there on the website, which is ubuntucrowdfund.com. So if that hasn't been presented to you yet, that's that part. Now I'd like to do the slideshow from the beginning. And thank you for that, but I just wanted to, oh, and by the way, on the website, if you use any of the major browsers, especially Chrome, you can simply click anywhere in the middle of the browser, right click, and translate it to any language that you wish. Google Translate. So you'll be able, if you want Japanese, you want Spanish, you want French, German, Russian, it's there. Okay? We'll show you again if there's questions to that. So again, welcome to our presentation for Ubuntu Crowdfund. And we've added some photos of our recent transactions of feeding people, happy faces, and healthy children too. So as that little distended stomach goes away from proper nutrition, that little child's going to grow up to have a wonderful life. So thank you in advance again for viewing our presentation. And again, our program's designed to help those in need and or possibly help you or people that you know get out of financial stress caused by various things in our economy. So we're going to introduce you to this very lucrative program that will help you raise those funds for your needs, or as we've discussed, paying off.
David, we cannot see the PowerPoint.
Oh, you can't? Alrighty, we're going to do this again. Resume share. How's that? Is that on?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, so let's stop share. Do that. Now we'll start share again. How's that?
Okay.
So I'm still getting used to Zoom, folks, so sorry about that.
No worries, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun. Roberto, why don't you take back control and then hand it back? Maybe, I think we had this issue before when I tried to share the screen one time before. Could you do that, please? Gentlemen, I appreciate your none of the buttons seem to be functioning. You still with me?
Yes, we're here.
All right, Umberto, could you take back the sharing and then send it back to me again, because none of the buttons are functioning here. Okay. What do we see?
Nothing yet.
Fabulous.
You can try logging out, logging in again really fast. It's okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. So
You just log out, leave meeting, and come back again. And then you share the screen. It's gonna take 30 seconds. Go ahead.
this could be one of their new security things. Okay, so there it's back. All right. How about now? You see it?
Yes, we see everything. Thank you, Dave.
Yay! All right. Well, now we just learned something from them. All righty. Thank you so much for that. Zoom had a lot of issues this past couple of weeks, growing from 10 million a week to 200 million viewers. So that's probably what the little issue was. So back to it. So what is crowdfunding? It's the practice of funding a particular project or venture by raising small amounts of donations from a large number of people. We're going to use the internet. The crowdfunding is a form of crowdsourcing and alternative financing. So many people have obviously used crowdfunding to pay for the medical bills, food, home, car, vacation parties, and more. So the best thing about it is that you don't have to pay any of the donations back, because all the monies that are donated help you with your particular venture. Some ideas on the ventures that we've already talked about. You know, vacation, it's not for yourself, for somebody that deserves one. And one of those, the warriors that are frontline for the COVID virus, perhaps. Overworked nurses. Pay medical bills that were unexpected for not only yourself, but perhaps other family members or members. School tuition, you know, again, food, weddings, retirement, so the ideas are endless. So how do we do that with our system? Okay? So we offer a 2x2 follow your sponsor matrix system to receive your donations online. So you'll be provided a back office to follow your progress, and how the system works is the free re-entry when you cycle out of a particular position. So that's a lot of words. Let's just get right to it and we'll show you what that means. So as you come into the system, the cost is only $25, a one-time $25. That's it. No more, no less. You know, that's it forever. As you share your crowdfunding ideas, or perhaps other people with other people, they'll have their own ideas and they'll come in on your left and right. And then, of course, they'll do the 2x2. They'll each bring in 2. So what's unique to our system is that as you bring in your first 2, you'll get paid a referral donation for these 2. I'll go over that in just a moment. And then on your second level, as your referral 1 in this example brings in their first 2 people, they'll also participate in $5 each on this $25 level for re-entry. But you will participate in a schedule that we've got all the way for 12 different levels. So I'll go over that in just a moment. So as, let's say it's your aunt and your uncle. Let's just pretend, you know, Aunt Margie and Uncle George. How's that? And as Aunt Margie brings in and shares her ideas for crowdfunding with 2 people, that's going to generate $16.67 to you. And Margie brings in a second person. That's going to generate $16.67 directly to you in your back office. By the way, everything's earned and paid in Bitcoin. So we'll talk about Bitcoin for those that may not be familiar with it towards the end of this program. Uncle George, he's on the program, so he's out talking about crowdfunding and his project. So as his first person comes in, that's number 3 for you. You'll again earn $16.67. That's a total of $50 rounded off. And as Uncle George brings in his fourth person, that will be an automatic re-entry to your $25 level. Make sense? So here's our plans and levels donation chart. So we've gone to 1, 2, 3, all the way to level 12. So we've been discussing the entry level of $25 always. So the 2x2, that $16.67 again and again adds up to $50. In the meantime, so what did you get? You got $50 plus you got two $5. So you just made $60. What do you want to do with it? Well, why not take that $50 and move up to the donation? Uncle George.
We're missing you, David.
You're missing me?
Yeah, the communication is not well.
I got a strong internet. Is it the voice?
It's getting better. You get closer, probably. You have to scream.
AT&T, 7 p.m.
Okay, continue.
Oh, boy. So, and by the way, we record these on YouTube, so you can also go to our Facebook or YouTube page, Ubuntu crowdfunding, and these are recorded. So, this $50 level now, these Aunt Margie and Uncle George, as they've done the same thing, they're going to follow you. Their individual $25 board will allow them to re-entry, just like it did for you. So now they're following you to the $50 level, okay? So this time, there's $125 in donation as your team builds. So instead of $16.67, you're going to see $41.67. Again, $41.67, $47, for a total of $125 paid to you. And of course, as you continue to bring in individuals at the $25 level, your team grows and grows and grows. The third level, $100. So when you've earned your $125, you get $25 extra. Why not? And don't forget the little $5 that keep coming in all the time on your $25 level as you're out sharing. Everybody has to come in at the $25 level. So now you've moved, you take the option of $100 and you move to level 3. Same thing repeats itself. Everybody's following you. Everybody's getting their 2 people, and more, and new ones. Okay. But now your donation is going to be $240 that you receive. So that means it's basically $80, $80, and $80, and so on. So all the way down. So the next level will be, so if you've made 240, send 150 over here for level 4. Everybody's following you. So the image that pops into my head is we've all seen videos of a mother duckling crossing the road and all of her little baby ducklings are following her. So that's exactly what should happen in this system. Everybody comes in and is introduced at 25 and all the little ducklings are following you and everybody's just growing and your team is growing, and at each level, your donation rewards are bigger. And then your individuals that are coming in, you're going to receive the referral donations of $10, $20, $30, $30, all the way up to a level 12 of $1,000. And when somebody follows you onto that level, that's new, you're going to get $1,000. So imagine $50,000 divided by 3, which is 1, 2, 3. Each one of these is now $16,000. 666. So imagine this always is continuing. It doesn't stop. There's more people come into your system. And this is why we know that millions of people will be in our system as we grow. Okay? So this was a small little graphic of what I just said. So everybody comes in 25. You earn the 50. This final one, repeats and starts a new board for you. And new people come in, they're on this one. These people are doing, and this goes to infinity. So just a little duckling follow. You took your 50, put it in here, same thing. That's the 125 for that particular level, and that keeps going. Same level, and so on. So that's the excitement that we know can make $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month or more out of this program. Okay, but that's not all. Now it gets exciting. So as that's moving along, little ducklings are following you. We have a separate program called a Dream Donation Booster. And so we're very happy to announce that there is nobody else on earth doing this at this moment. I'm sure we'll be copied sometimes. Not right. And this is your opportunity to earn donations big time. So what we're offering is an amazing opportunity that will allow you to make a lot of donations instantly. As we call it, the Dream Donation Booster Program. It's very simple. Optionally, if you're already qualified, and qualification simply means that you came in at 25 and you had 2 people come in at 25, you're qualified to participate in the Dream Donation Booster. So optionally, every 2 weeks, the company allows people to donate $50 or more, and it's going to be added to what we call the global matrix board. So the 15th and the 31st of each month are the payouts of the system, and all monies will be sent to your receiving wallet. So let's skip this. It's better to show you the graphics. So these are just some of the countries we're in right now. There'll be more. But let's imagine that this is you, Jim. We'll pick on you tonight, okay? So Jim's going to qualify himself for 2 people at $25 each. So now he wants to participate in the optional Dream Donation Booster. So he has a receiving Bitcoin address, wallet address. So he donates this $50. The company adds it to the pool. And during this, everybody that's qualified all over the world, no matter where they are, is also donating. And it can be any amount. 50 is the minimum. It can be 100, 1,000, doesn't matter. But in this instance, let's just calculate $50. So globally, in this example, 9,999 participated. Jim, your final donation makes it 10,000 individual donations. So from the 1st of the month to the 14th at 11:59 p.m., that's the cutoff. The next day, the 15th, is the payout. We'll show that in just a second. And then the second one of the month is from the 16th to the 30th. So essentially every 15 days. Okay? So how does this work? So the global donations, in this example, there were 10,000 donations at $50 each. So that's $500,000. The companies were going to reserve 10% of those donations for corporate donations and programs of selected charities. So that leaves a net $450,000. So here's where the beauty of it is. So on a matrix that's set up, we'll find 10,000 positions. So the first position is obviously 1. We'll split that to 2. 2 becomes 4. So in this early example, 4, 5, 6, or 7. So 1, 2, 3 levels. 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, and so on, until we get to 10,000. So that final level is 1,809 people. That equals to 10,000 donations. That also is 14 levels in this example. So now we're going to take the 450,000 divided by the 14 levels. So that would be $32,142. So for this example, we're just going to kind of move off and even it out at $32,000. That means that each level will be assigned 32,000 all the way down. So 8 people, 4 times 8, 32,000, and so on, all the way down to level. So what's going to happen is that when the system closes, those 10,000 donations will be randomly chosen on our rotatory system and assigned to one of these levels. So you might end up on, Jim, you might end up on level 8. You might end up on level 3. So in this example, got you at level 3. So that means you would get a donation of $8,000. But we have a company policy that for any donation of 1,000 or more received within the Dream Donation Booster, we're splitting that 50-50. In other words, Jim, your 8,000 or 4,000 is going to go directly to your Bitcoin receiving wallet, and the other 4,000 is going to be reserved to be paid to your project. So let's say it was children in Mexico, okay? So this is where the company ambassadors swing into action. So upon receipt of this for that 2-week period, your 4,000, you can do anything you want with that. That's your personal donation that you've received. The other 4,000, and the company ambassador will be assigned to you, the ambassador, and the monies will be flown to that country or driven to that country, wherever the area is. And the ambassador will make sure that everything's on the positive, and then both of you will present the check to the organizer of that particular project, or whoever the recipient is supposed to be. So doesn't that sound pretty good? So in this example, all the way down, even on the 14th level, somebody got back. So you put a $50 donation, you got back 17. You still won. You're still participating. Some child somewhere in the world is giving a meal that day because of your $50 donation. So now let's address this a little further. What if, someday we'll be there, there's 100,000 donations worldwide? So it's the same thing. Your $50 goes in, that makes it 100,000 donations. That's $5 million that will be available, okay? Minus 10% for the company, for company-sponsored project. So in this case, 100,000 through these numbers would create 17 levels. So 17 levels, 4.5 million divided by that, would create 320,000 for the first person, second, third, fourth. So remember the company rule of $1,000. So 9 levels deep, everybody would get 50 cents. That means 256 people would get $625 for themselves, and that's 256 projects that are going to receive $625, or 128 projects, or 8 projects receive $20,000. So that's the uniqueness of the Dream Donation Booster. That's why I got excited. Finally, one day we'll hit the 1 million donation mark. Might be this year, might be next year. Same math, same everything, but this time $45 million after the company's 10% for reserve would create a 20-level matrix. And again, now we're 12 levels deep, $1,500. 2,048 people will receive $1,500. So that's where the ambassadors would come in and take the action. So the Ambassadors Club is reserved. There might be a couple more openings for new countries. We'll have to talk to management for that. But it's a fabulous system. And just look at those little happy faces. So that's it. Withdrawals. Everything's in Bitcoin, as I mentioned. So the $25 coming in for Bitcoin. If you're not familiar with having a Bitcoin wallet, there's many companies and exchanges out there. Coinbase is one located in San Francisco, California. It's one of the biggest ones growing. The original one, blockchain.info. I think they call it blockchain.com. You can even go to a local grocery stores and there's an ATM where you can buy Bitcoin. So we assist you in learning it. So the Bitcoin's quickly turned back into cash for you. It's easy peasy. One day soon we will have a global cash pay card. So your Bitcoin will be paid to this, and then you can treat it as a regular Visa MasterCard for purchases. So that's exciting when that's on the horizon. Okay. So that's it. That's the basics of our system. I'm excited about the Dream Donation bonus, of course, and I'm also more excited about our daily matrix of where there's a steady stream of $25 programs coming in. There's a steady stream of $50, and this is just a beautiful time. I don't, it's our experience so far that it's hard for people to understand that all of this money is coming their way. So on that, I'd like to open the question. Okay. Let's see, I need to unmute, stop sharing, and then that's just the screen, and then we can unmute people and open up for questions. Would that be it? Did we do that, Umberto?
Yes. Let me unmute everybody.
그런데
Yeah, everybody is unmuted, guys. We can hear you.
현실 기술을 통해 가지고요. 요즘에는 휴대폰에다가 그걸 넣어서
I think he's talking. Okay, who else? Anybody has any question?
I don't, thank you.
Would we like our level plans and donations?
Thank you,
We
David.
did.
Thank you, David.
But no, hi Sheila, how are you?
It's great.
Well, I want to motivate everybody just, because when we do good, people will do good with us. And for as little as $25. Now, there's some, a lot of folks get kind of tangled up in websites and being able to apply their skills because they may not have the skills or they may not have the time for it. So what we really invite people to do is pay it forward, okay? And what we mean by that is if you know that you've got 10 friends that would be interested in giving, because they're out there giving already. They may be on the front lines at the schools handing out food to the cars that are driving up. They may be working behind the scenes in hospitals and nurses and whatnot. And so you know they'll want to participate in this. So you could actually pay it forward and purchase their spot for them. Very easy to do. And so you made a little, you're paying it forward automatically. So that's one of the ways to get somebody involved. And then afterwards, they'll have plenty of time to see, and that way you also can participate in the Dream Donation bonus right away. And if you happen to be, $1,000 or $2,000 recipient of the donation, certainly that would get their attention, correct?
Yes, sure, there certainly will.
So we wholeheartedly suggest the Pay It Forward program. So 25 for yourself, 25 for your aunt and uncle, and when they go to participate, their spot's already paid for, and it's easier for them to, explain it and show the background. This is a program where you don't want to be quiet. You want to talk about the accomplishments. So even $10 and $20 donations to you build up. Okay. So that's all I need to say. So more questions, please, some detailed questions. Let's have some fun. It's only 42 minutes.
That was a good job. You made it short. That's good.
Well, we're actually trying to figure out a way to take these two. Think of the Dream Donation as the bonus on your left hand, and the mechanics of the operation on your right hand. So each of them are unique and have to have their own explanation. So we're trying to figure out a way to maybe under a minute, minute and a half, to do a visual recording that we could all share for the people that may want to view this on their cell phones, for instance, or some way. So those are techniques that we'll be coming up with as time moves forward. There's a smiley face. Hi, Sony. Oh, she's not. Oh, that's just a photo. Ah, she's tricking us. What do you look like tonight, Sony? Anyway, so any questions further? No? Yes?
Thank you, David. You did a great job. Thank you so much.
Are they motivated?
There's some more questions. So this
Yeah.
one is being recorded and everybody can see it and it's going to be able to see it on YouTube.
Ah, very good, very good.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, Jim, everything's easy?
Jim is not here.
Oh, he dropped already?
Yeah.
Okay, Roland, everything okay?
We're good. Thanks, Dave.
Were there any other new guests tonight? No? Okay. Maybe we'll cut those questions off. All right. Anything that you'd like to say, Umberto?
No, just thank you, and say bye to everybody, and see you tomorrow, guys. It's gonna be in Spanish at 7 o'clock, and then on Thursday in Spanish, and then on Friday it's 11 a.m. in Spanish, and at 12 o'clock English training. So on Saturdays we do trainings every Saturday, 11 a.m. Spanish and 12 o'clock English. And that'll be it. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Thank you,
very
David.
much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.